Now I'm all sure that we have all heard of Bonangila, a camp which was situated in Albury Wodonga after the Second World War, which accommodated for over 300,000 immigrants looking for a better and brighter future in Australia. And naturally, Croatians were part of those immigrants. The very talented Perth-situated playwright George Blazevic wrote a piece named Nomad Road, especially for the Croatian National Theatre, Melbourne. The play is about 4 young Croatian Australians coming to terms with their ethnic past and the problems they have had to encounter. I had the opportunity to talk to actor and director Dino Marnik, director of Nomad Road, and Silvia Dropulic, the liaison. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Cold. I hate the cold. Gets into my bones, makes me feel stiff and old. I don't want to feel old or cold.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Good evening and welcome to our program. With me this evening is a very talented actor and director, Dino Marnika. Good evening and welcome.
Thank you, Anita.
How long have you been an actor and director for, and what inspired you to take this career path?
I've been an actor for 7 years and a director for 6 months. What inspired me? I started out as a drama teacher. I trained as a drama teacher in secondary schools, and I felt that I wanted to explore the avenue of acting, more so for myself. So I studied a 3-year course at the National Theatre in St Kilda and kept teaching part-time drama and doing some acting work. And the acting work has sort of taken over the last 5 years.
Okay. And what do you think are the causes that only a minority of the Australian Croatian youth are becoming involved within the arts?
Well, I would hope that that's actually changing now, starting to change. It's true, there's within the greater Australian multicultural society, Croatian youth is fairly sort of quiet at this point, but this is why we're doing this production of Nomad Road, which is specifically aimed at the youth of people born in Croatia, so first and second generation Australians of Croatian descent. I think that in the past, because of the political and social suppression of the Croatian culture, that the society remained fairly close-knit. The community remained close-knit within the family and the smaller community. People were sort of felt that they didn't really have a voice to speak about their Croatian culture. And now that Croatia has been recognised and is an independent country, I think that people are more willing to express their cultural beliefs, and I think in that way we're seeing over the last 3 years the start of activity in the arts where Croatians are involved.
Okay, considering that there are a vast number of Croatians in Australia, how do you feel that The Glass Mermaid and Nomad Road, only a couple of Croatian-oriented plays to be mentioned, are being produced for the wider Australian audience?
Well, I feel that it's good, and I think that this probably relates to the last question, that up until now we probably really haven't had a voice as Croatian people. The wider community probably really hasn't understood what sort of suppression has been involved, but it's taking some time to actually get that culture out, and writers like George Blazevic, who has written Nomad Road, he has been writing in Perth for 5-10 years, and he has Never Since 17 and Grindcore, Nomad Road. He's working on another project called Sea of Dreams, all of which relate to Australians of Croatian descent coming to terms, understanding their past, understanding their cultural background, and appreciating both the Australian culture and the culture of their ancestors in the past. So George is a published writer, has written those plays, and he has, to this point, been the only sort of Croatian playwright that has had a voice, and we're very keen for him to be involved with the Croatian National Theatre here in Melbourne. He was commissioned to write Nomad Road for the Gelo Multicultural Festival, and it was put on in Albury. And so we are now hoping to put on a production here in Footscray in February, so that Melbourne can appreciate some of George's work.
Okay, and the production Nomad Road, performed by the Melbourne-based Croatian National Theatre Company, was a sheer success. What inspired you to direct such a play, and what sort of aspirations were you trying to portray to the greater public of Australia?
Well, I think the young people involved in the theatre group inspired both George and myself. George came over from Perth, and we did a workshop with the young people in the Croatian National Theatre group, and basically it was their story. So George went to Perth and sat down and wrote the play. Came back and I directed it, and we got it up for the Multicultural Festival in Bonagila. And we just felt that these young people have a voice, and they want to very much hang on to their Croatian background, their Croatian culture, but they are living in Australia, living in the mainstream, and they're proud to be Australian and also proud to be Croatian. So it's a coming to terms of those two cultures, perhaps blending those two cultures to make us a proudly European-Australian group of people.
And Nomad Road was performed in Albury, Wodonga and in Laverton, and you just mentioned there were plans for it to be performed in Footscray. Are there any plans for it to be performed in Victoria or Greater Australia at all?
It's a step-by-step process. It hasn't been performed in Laverton yet. It was performed in Albury, Wodonga. We're hoping to do a performance here at the Footscray Community Arts Centre in the amphitheatre. And then if the show grows legs, we will take it to Perth to bring it home to George's hometown, and after that perhaps a tour of Australia.
Okay. And is there anything else that you would like to mention to the Croatian Australian youth of Australia?
Well, only that they get involved with the Croatian theatre group, HNK Theatre. The play Nomad Road is being performed at the Footscray Community Arts Centre in February, early February. So to come along and support us and become involved, come and see the play and join the group and be proud of your cultural heritage and just be a part of it, and most of all to sort of enjoy themselves.
Okay then. Well, we hope to see you in the near future here in Footscray, and good luck with your future productions, and thank you.
Thank you,
for being
Anita.
on the show with us tonight.
Ta.
Well, according to my dad, some migrants are worse than others. And my grandparents were the bottom of the barrel. They were Croats. They could speak 3 languages, but they couldn't speak the Queen's English. My dad didn't want to be a what? He wanted to be an Australian, mate. An Australian without a past. So I'm taking care of the past. I'm doing my dad's job.
Also with us this evening is Silvia Dropulic, a talented journalist. Welcome, Silvia.
Thank you.
What are the age brackets of the performers in Nomad Road, and do you see that they have potential to pursue their careers in acting, not only in theatre but in television productions?
The age bracket of the performers, they're all in their early 20s. They're all highly motivated young people with a keen interest in drama. They're all very eager and talented in what they're doing, and I can only see that moving forward from this preliminary work in Nomad Road.
Okay, and is there anything that you're currently working on at this moment that we could see these young performers from Nomad Road excel in?
There are a number of productions being written, very much in the embryonic stage at the moment. There is a comedy being written, There's a play called The Sea of Dreams that's a likely possibility, and other dramas as they are developed.
Is there anything else that you would like to mention to our viewers tonight or to the Croatian Australian youth at all?
I think this is a very encouraging play. I think it should serve as inspiration for other young people to be involved and to see that it is possible and worthwhile to be involved in a play that they will find satisfying and an audience will find equally satisfying.
Okay, thank you very much
Okay.
for your time tonight, and good luck in the future, and hope to see you soon on the
Thank
show
you.
again. Thank you.